Top-secret projects are a fascinating and mysterious part of the governmental and military reality of many nations. They operate at such a high level of secrecy that even among those involved in these programs, there is a strict compartmentalization of information. This means that those involved only have access to what is absolutely necessary for their role, without knowing the full picture or ultimate goals. This strategy ensures that if any aspect of the project is compromised, the entire operation will not be exposed. Individuals working on these projects often live in constant fear of being discovered or implicated in operations that, if exposed, could have serious consequences for both themselves and the security of the nations involved. The clandestine nature of these operations requires constant vigilance, both from external sources and from potential internal leaks. This extreme level of scrutiny also prevents drastic acts, such as targeted assassinations, from being easily associated with these projects. Instead, everything possible is done to ensure that the activities remain in the shadows. What makes these projects even more intriguing is the potential of the technologies they develop. Many of these innovations, if revealed to the public, could radically change the course of human civilization. Some speculation suggests that advanced technologies that could replace our dependence on fossil fuels have already been discovered or are under development in these top-secret programs. However, the control over this information is so tight that, for now, society continues to rely on more conventional methods of energy, while these advances are restricted to extremely select circles. Compartmentalization, in this context, is not just a security measure. It is a way to maintain control over information that could completely transform our reality. The release of these technologies could destabilize global economies and power structures, which is why they are kept out of public view. This delicate balance between innovation and control creates a permanent tension, where the stakes are nothing less than the future of humanity. Hidden technologies and zero-point energy are topics that arouse a mix of fascination and skepticism, especially when we consider the possibility of an energy revolution that could radically transform our way of life. The idea that advanced technologies exist that are not fully revealed to the public is intriguing. Spacecraft, such as those mentioned in recent reports, may be equipped with these innovative technologies, capable of harnessing energy sources that until now seemed impossible. Let's imagine for a moment what this could mean for society. The ability to efficiently use energy from the environment could eliminate our dependence on fossil fuels, which not only have a devastating environmental impact but are also at the heart of geopolitical conflicts. With access to a clean and virtually unlimited source of energy, we would have a real chance of tackling climate change and promoting sustainable development. The figure of Nikola Tesla is central to this narrative. His visionary work in the early 20th century was one of the first steps toward exploring zero-point energy, a form of energy that is present throughout the universe. Tesla sought to transmit power wirelessly, a concept that could have changed the way we consume and generate energy. However, his research was limited by corporate forces that saw his innovations as a threat to the status quo. This interference with technological advances is not new. Throughout history, many innovations have been suppressed or ignored because they could challenge established interests. At the same time, what we are seeing now is a gradual shift in public perception and a growing interest in alternative energy sources. As more people become aware of the limitations and consequences of using fossil fuels, a demand for innovative solutions emerges. In this context, the idea of hidden technologies and the exploration of alternative energies challenge us to rethink our understanding of energy and innovation. Society is at a crucial point where we can choose between remaining tied to systems that no longer serve our well-being or embracing the possibility of a more sustainable and inclusive future. Technologies that could have been developed over a century ago are once again reaching us, and the curiosity about what is yet to come is stimulating. What lies ahead is an exciting journey toward a new energy paradigm, one that could finally free humanity from the shackles of an unsustainable past. The idea of interstellar travel and communication between distant civilizations has always aroused a fascinating curiosity in humanity. When we talk about how beings from different worlds manage to connect with each other, the first thing that comes to mind is the vastness of space and the challenge of traveling between stars. The vast distances make conventional communication, which depends on the speed of light, an almost insurmountable challenge. However, new theories suggest that these advanced civilizations have found innovative ways to communicate, using concepts that go beyond what we know. One such fascinating approach is the use of a directed thought. Imagine a method of communication that does not rely on electromagnetic waves or signals traveling over long distances. Instead, communication is accomplished through a form of consciousness that transcends physical space. Beings from distant civilizations are able to project their thoughts and intentions so that other beings, regardless of where they are, can receive them instantly. This idea challenges our traditional understanding of communication and suggests that consciousness plays a fundamental role in interactions between civilizations. Furthermore, the notion of field consciousness adds an intriguing layer to this discussion. Field consciousness is a concept that involves the idea that all consciousness is interconnected in some way, forming a unified field of experience and information. This means that, rather than communicating through physical means, civilizations could share knowledge and experiences through a network of consciousness that connects all beings. This is especially fascinating when we consider quantum physics, which teaches us about non-locality, the phenomenon in which particles can be interconnected and influence each other instantaneously, no matter how far apart they are. So while we humans are still trying to figure out the best ways to communicate across space, these advanced civilizations may already be using a communication system that is not only more efficient, but also resonates with the fundamental principles of the universe. This prospect opens up new possibilities for thinking about life on other planets and how different life forms might interact in ways we can't yet fully understand. Ultimately, the idea of interstellar travel and advanced communication not only stimulates our imagination, but also invites us to ponder the nature of consciousness and interconnection in a vast and mysterious universe. The science of consciousness and remote viewing is a fascinating subject that explores the depths of the human mind and its potential. The idea that consciousness can transcend the physical limitations of the body is undoubtedly one of the most intriguing in the quest for knowledge. Remote viewing, as presented in experiments and programs such as the CIA's Stargate, suggests that some individuals can access information about distant places and events using clairvoyant abilities. This practice, although shrouded in mystery and skepticism, has its roots in ancient concepts of extrasensory perception and meditation. When we talk about heightened states of consciousness, we are referring to a deep process of meditation or altered states of consciousness, where the mind opens to an experience that is broader than everyday reality. In this state, it is believed that the mind can connect to a global field of consciousness, a network that houses all of humanity's knowledge and wisdom. This connection allows us to access information that is not limited to our time and space. People who practice remote viewing often report intense experiences, where they are able to perceive details that are beyond the reach of their normal senses. Furthermore, remote viewing can be seen as a way to expand cognitive abilities. Through practice, many develop heightened intuition, a more acute perception of the world around them, and a problem-solving ability that goes beyond the conventional. What is most interesting is that this ability seems to be potentially accessible to anyone willing to explore and train their mind. Meditation and deep relaxation techniques, such as creative visualization, can be valuable tools in this process. They not only help to tune the mind, but also foster a connection with the inner wisdom that we all possess. Ultimately, consciousness science and remote viewing challenge us to reconsider what we understand as reality and its limitations. If consciousness can truly transcend space and time, this opens doors to new possibilities for understanding and exploring human existence. It is an invitation for us to seek not only the answers to our questions about the world, but also to seek a deeper connection with ourselves and the cosmos. Nikola Tesla is a fascinating figure in the history of science and technology, whose genius was often overshadowed by political and economic interests. When he passed away, a mystery surrounded his death. The documents he had accumulated throughout his life, full of revolutionary inventions and ideas, were confiscated by the FBI. This action raised suspicions that the contents of these files were so powerful that they could threaten the established order. The confiscated documents allegedly contained blueprints and prototypes for high-voltage systems and groundbreaking technologies, such as methods for extracting energy directly from the zero-point field. This form of energy is an intriguing concept that suggests the possibility of obtaining unlimited and clean energy from the quantum vacuum, something that could radically transform the way we consume and generate electricity. However, this idea was quickly quashed, as its implementation could destabilize the status quo of the global economy, which still relies heavily on fossil fuels and traditional energy systems. Tesla's legacy is thus a mix of innovation and tragedy. He had a vision of a world where energy would be accessible to all, free and clean. Unfortunately, this vision was suppressed by those who feared the loss of control and influence. Tesla became a near-mythical figure, a genius whose cutting-edge ideas still resonate today, inspiring new generations of scientists and inventors. However, what could have been a significant leap forward for humanity was lost amid intrigue and power struggles, leaving a sense of disappointment about what could have been. This narrative highlights not only Tesla's genius, but also the constant struggle between innovation and the protection of vested interests. The manipulation of gravity is a fascinating subject that captures both scientific curiosity and popular imagination. In the 1950s, especially in October 1954, remarkable advances were made in this area that changed our understanding of space and motion. What many people don't know is that, through advanced electromagnetic systems, scientists were able to develop methods that make objects appear to levitate, defying the forces that normally keep them on the ground. These systems use specific frequencies to alter not only the atomic structure of objects, but also their magnetic field. By modifying these properties, it is possible to create an effect that resembles levitation. Imagine the possibility of transporting heavy loads with ease, without the use of wheels or rails, simply by harnessing magnetic and electromagnetic forces. This idea is not just theoretical, it has immense potential to revolutionize transportation, construction, and even the way we perceive locomotion in general. Gravity control also has profound implications for human health. The technologies developed allow people to reach extreme speeds without causing harm to the body. This is crucial because at high speeds the human body can suffer severe consequences due to the forces of acceleration. However, with gravity control, these limitations can be overcome, enabling travel experiences that previously seemed to belong to the realm of science fiction. It is important to note that many of these technological developments have been kept secret, shrouded in mystery and speculation. While the general public eagerly awaits innovations that seem to draw their inspiration from science fiction films, the reality is that many of these discoveries are being explored in laboratories and research centers, far from the eyes of society. What does this mean for the future? The manipulation of gravity may well be the key to unlocking new frontiers, not only in space exploration, but also in redefining our daily lives. The idea that we can defy the laws of physics, even if only in certain contexts, opens up a range of possibilities that certainly makes us think about what lies ahead in terms of technology and innovation. Lucid dreams have always fascinated humanity, offering a unique experience where the person becomes aware that they are dreaming and, often, can even control what happens in the dream. This awareness allows us to explore scenarios that everyday logic does not allow, from flying in surreal landscapes to revisiting memories or creating new realities. This ability to actively interact with the dream environment is an almost magical experience that many wish to cultivate. Additionally, some people report that these lucid dreams are not just a form of entertainment or creative exploration, but also serve as portals to future events. Some people believe that when they dream, they can glimpse events that have not yet occurred, almost like premonitions. These moments of clairvoyance in dreams may seem random, but for many, they are meaningful and offer insights that can influence real-life decisions. Culture and history also show us that this relationship with dreams is deeply rooted in various traditions. For example, Australian Aborigines have always valued dreams as a means of nocturnal communication, believing that their dream experiences were guides for everyday life. For them, dreams were not mere illusions, but rather messages and guidance from the spirit world, which should be respected and followed the next day. This connection between dreams and reality is something that many cultures have recognized as vital. These dream experiences, then, are more than just distractions or curiosities. They represent a powerful way for the mind to transcend the barriers of space and time. When we dream, we seem to be able to access deeper layers of our consciousness, where physical limitations do not apply. This ability to transcend everyday reality can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves, others, and the world around us. Thus, lucid dreaming becomes not only a fascinating experience, but also a potential tool for self-knowledge and understanding the future.